Hey, Inflewence here. Today I got the Legacy United Origin Wheeljack. So this is the Wheeljack that turns into the car that we first saw in the first episode ever of Transformers, and I love it. But it is a funny figure, so loving it is just the nostalgic that this brings. So let's get it started.
Transformers reviews, tech and the news, whatever else I use as a muse. Hit subscribe, I appreciate the views, influences interest on YouTube.
And here we are at the 360, and when I say loving it, it's just because nostalgic. It's not a terrible figure, it's just super bulky. So anybody that goes in on this figure needs to know that you can see, like, big old backpack, big old legs that can barely get together. Like, you have to have them apart most of the time. Big old calf muscles. Look like he's been lifting weights since the first episode of Transformers. So let's just get into this review though, and you can decide if your nostalgic is worth the figure. So here we are with this figure. If you're new here, I implore you to subscribe and like and share all of this. But if you're not, I implore you to like and share and subscribe if you're not subscribed. But you know, I do accessories first, so let's get into these accessories. You can see he has accessories back here that he can store. He can also store the gun in the back, just in case you were wondering. He can also use the gun on the side right here. He can also put the gun in his hand if he would like, and he can add these to it as well if you would like to do that. You can also, can you put these anywhere else? Let me see. You can double up. No, and they just go back here like I showed earlier. So here's his gun, and it's just a single cast in just silver. So that's cool. And he also has this, which doubles as a shield, but it can also go on his back. And it does come, it doubles as a track as well. So I will show this in both modes. But just know you got to take this apart in order to get it configured. So you just configure it like this. They have it like this in order to be a shield when it's the car, and I'll show that. But also you can put these things back here and use it as like a backpack special look or whatever. His backpack's already big enough. I don't need to do all that. Has the book. Book was fine, got me through what I needed to get through. So there's that. And you have the box. This box art is great. You can see normal box, got some pictures of him, got some more real pictures, and it shows some things, and we'll get to that later. Bumblebee should be able to slide up in there. I don't know, I didn't try it yet, so let's see. So let's compare him to some figures, just a couple. There's Blaster, so you can see how he looks to that next to Blaster. Here's some vehicle modes of the other Origins, just so you can see what they look like. Man, don't look bad. The actual figure and articulation. So his face, you see his head sculpt. Very nice Wheeljack head sculpt, and it can get all the way around. It's on a ball joint, so it can get side to side and goes down. It comes out. It's not supposed to do that. It goes down. I pulled it too hard. It's not loose or anything, and it goes up barely. So you can move this around. You do have to get it around the backpack. Can you take the backpack off? No, you cannot. Because it's pinned. You can certainly try to take those pins out if you would like to. but it doesn't come off by design. So you get his arms up about there. It's 90 degrees with the body. He has 90-degree elbow, and he has a hand that swivels at the wrist, and it does go, I think due to transformation, it does go up and down a little bit, and it has a 5mm port. That's it. Waist swivels around here like that. This thing does come out, but it's due to transformation, so I mean it's not really. But you can move this part down. This is what I think I was trying to show. You move this down like this if you want. If you want him to keep something, I don't know why you would do that. Maybe you like to. So has the splits, does the splits. Surprisingly, even though he's bulky, he does do the hurdles, and he would do it better if you got this out the way. And I'm not sure how that would work. How that looks wild. Swivel up here, has a knee that gets 90 degrees. For all the bulk, it is surprisingly articulated. He has a ball joint feet, so they get you the rocker like that and like that. It can go down and up slightly. You can see, well, actually up a lot, but it goes down not a whole lot, but it's enough. It's enough if you need it. It definitely gets where you need it to go if you're trying to have it stand up, and it stands up fine. So there's that. So let's get into transformation. So we can turn this head around, pull this down here. You want to do the arms, pull this out here, flip this in, move this so the flat part's up, so when you flip it in it points up, and then it's easier. Again, over here, let's move this so the flat part is up when you move it in. Move that in there, and then you do that. This you can leave open, leave that flap open out like that, and put that piece up. And this little clip thing right here should clip on to this little notch. And there you go, have it like that. Again, over here, you want to turn this up, move this down, open this, move this so it'll clip on to this little notch, and then you're there. Now just pull this out like this, move this around, spin the waist around 360 or 180, I should say, not 360. What am I talking about? And then you pull this out. Now you can move this down all the way. Move that down, and then the tab that tabbed into there tabs into another spot down here, and his head just sits there like that. Then this go in, should collapse and peg in like that. So there you go, you have that, and it should look something like this. And you can get it situated before, because this is like a false chest. And then this will go down here, and these peg in to that peg right there. You see the little spaces on each part of the hand or the arms, and then it pegs in there. So you have that like that. So there you go. Then you can just start unfolding this stuff. So let me see. Stuff is very intuitive. So you unfold it. You want to turn the feet around. You want to unfold this, which is tabbed onto there. Unfold all of this. Unfold all of this. And then move this out like that. And then since you move the feet around, then you can pull this up here and push the feet in, and they kind of stay like that. Now this you can move around, and you can kind of start to see it take shape. So you're moving this around here, and then it pegs on right here like that. And then this right here is the back. So you want to unspread that and do that. Now you want to bend the legs a little bit like that. You kind of break that connection, and then that gives you the leeway to move this out. Again, over here, I'll do it. Let me do this stuff first. I don't think you can do it first. So again, you just unpeg all of this. Start back here. Get that out right there. You can move that, flip that around like that, and you move this out. I really like the transformation too. It's intuitive, like I said, and it's interesting. And then you move this around here, get this out, move that out, move the foot in, and then you get everything situated. Then you can move the leg. Just break that connection again right there. And it's not even a lot. Like, you're not gonna be moving it out like this. I kind of get my bearings by connecting these two things. Can't really see these right here. So I connect them, connect these. They'll come out probably, but then you can kind of get your bearings and you just go around and get this where you need it. And you can see if this is pushed up where it should be, this stuff should just fold into place up here. There's a peg right here that pegs into the front of the arm, or the back of the arm, I should say. You can see that little peg right there. And it's just like, just get all this stuff together. Move that up, kind of get that in there. Everything pegs together well. Then you get this side. I do the same thing. Like I said, this may come apart. I like to do that, but it might not be the best thing. It might come undone. Do the same thing over here. Just get that together like that. Move this up if it fell down. Kind of get this back together how I had it. There we go. And then you can move this down and it kind of solidifies everything. You just gotta get it all pegged in on both sides. I think we are complete. And then this comes up here and you actually need to lift this up in order to get this out the ramp, but I mean, for transformation purposes, I'll transform it all the way. I won't leave it out. Then you push all that down. Then if you remember the little spikes in the front, pull that right here, and then you can put this up here as well. It doesn't look terrible. Usually I don't like it on cars, but this is kind of a weird thing. And you can see it's propped up kind of because of this. I have this. I think I have this right. Let me see if you can. Oh, okay. So you need to move this out. I didn't realize that. I don't know if that, maybe that's in the directions, but I see two spaces right there. So that makes sense. So now, okay. Yeah, so that's better. It does give the little hover and it rests. So I like that. First time I transformed it, I didn't do that. I didn't realize. I don't know if I saw that in the directions or just skipped over it. But yeah, there you go. So since I have these in vehicle mode, I'm gonna show them together. It's all the origins and they look great. I just happen to have them in vehicle mode. You know, I don't usually do vehicle comparisons, but and just for fun, man, I haven't fooled with this figure in a long time. How is this on here? Oh, that's a strong peg. Guess that's a good peg. So let's see if this can move this down here. Playability, and then this should be rolling up. So as you see, it doesn't fit. I did hear that. I think you gotta move this stuff up maybe. I guess technically you can, oh, okay. I didn't realize you can fold these all the way. So you can fold these all the way and probably need to fold them like that. And then he definitely fits in there like that. All the way too, yeah. So technically, I mean, Bumblebee fits and you can see it. That's kind of cool. I know you gotta fold them up, but it's still kind of cool. I mean, definitely nostalgic. Definitely gonna have these in vehicle mode. Then he'll pull out and he can transform. And it's really quick. It's not like it's a lot of stuff you gotta do. You just move this down and then this comes off. There we go. If I transformed it right, it wouldn't come off. And the other gimmick, I call it a gimmick because I don't know how many people will use it, but it does give me the nostalgic feels as well, because I remember the shield, and that's what I'm getting to. The shield. And here's the shield, and here it just folds down and goes around here like that. And then you see, there you go. You have the shield on here, the blast shield. And also it doubles. If you take the shield off, it has the sliding joints. So slide it from the bottom, and then you put this, no, you gotta move these two. So you move this over here, slide that up, move this over here, slide that up. And then it doubles as, I guess, a road. I guess that's what the road looked like. That I don't remember. So then you have that, which I don't know how I like that, but something that it does, something that it does. So there we go. All in all, I mean, this is a good figure. And like I said, it has the nostalgic feels, if you like that. All right, so I'll get up with you in another one. Thanks for watching.
You know, life ain't no, life ain't no, life ain't no. As long as you alive, you can give another try and take it real high if you want.